We stuck together, and we believed that we could actually do it.
Horry for three! Would you would have believed when we went into Salt Lake City that we could do this again?
That run was so special. We had to overcome so many obstacles. That made that ring more special than any ring.
Robert Horry, Big Shot Bob. In the world of basketball, greatness is measured not only by talent, but by the moments that define a career. And few players have left a mark quite like Robert Horry, a 7-time NBA champion.
There he is, Robert Horry, in the new documentary. That was a clip from the NBA TV documentary Clutch City. The story of the 94-95 Houston Rockets. One of the stars from that team was 7-time NBA champion Robert.
A man whose calm in the clutch earned him the nickname Big Shot Bob. In professional sports, there are players who dominate regular seasons, collect MVP awards, and fill highlight reels with spectacular plays. And then there are players like Robert Horry, athletes who save their best for when everything is on the line, who thrive under pressure, and who deliver championships when teams need them most. This is the story of the most clutch player in NBA history. Early life and college years. Born on August 25, 1970, in Harford County, Maryland, Robert Keith Horry grew up in a military family. Qualities that would define his entire basketball career. Standing 6 feet 10 inches tall, Horry possessed a unique combination of size, shooting ability, and basketball intelligence. He wasn't the most explosive athlete or the highest flying dunker, but he had something far more valuable, an uncanny ability to perform under pressure and a mental composure that separated him from his peers. Horry played college basketball at the University of Alabama from 1988 to 1992. Under coach Wimp Sanderson, Horry learned to use his versatility to impact games in multiple ways: defense, rebounding, and timely scoring. He could guard multiple positions, stretch the floor with his shooting, and most importantly, he never shrank from big moments. Draft an early NBA career with Houston. In the 1992 NBA draft, Robert Horry was selected 11th overall by the Houston Rockets. He joined a team led by Hakeem Olajuwon, one of the greatest centers in basketball history. Horry wasn't expected to be a star. The Rockets had Olajuwon for scoring and dominance. What they needed from Horry was defense, hustle, and the occasional big shot. And from the very beginning, Horry delivered exactly that. He adapted quickly to the intensity of the professional game, showing a maturity beyond his years. Though not always in the spotlight, here was a player who never seemed rattled, who made smart decisions in critical moments, and who could turn the tide of any game when it mattered most. The foundation for Big Shot Bob was being laid, one clutch play at a time. Houston Rockets championship years, 1994-1995. Robert Horry's first taste of championship glory came in 1994 when the Houston Rockets captured their first NBA title, defeating the New York Knicks in a thrilling 7-game series. Horry played a crucial role throughout the playoffs, providing timely baskets and defensive stops that helped the Rockets survive multiple elimination games. In 1995, the Rockets faced the Orlando Magic in the NBA Finals. The Magic, led by a young Shaquille O'Neal and Penny Hardaway, were heavily favored. But the Rockets had experience: Hakeem Olajuwon and Robert Horry. The Rockets went on to sweep the Magic in 4 games, and Horry's clutch shooting was a major reason why. He had made critical shots and defensive plays throughout the series. At just 24 years old, growing reputation for delivering when it mattered most. Los Angeles Lakers era and Big Shot Bob is born after being traded to the Phoenix Suns and then to the Los Angeles Lakers. In 1997, Robert Horry found himself in the perfect situation. The Lakers were building a dynasty around Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal. And they needed role players who could deliver in the playoffs. Horry was exactly what championship teams searched for. Under coach Phil Jackson, Horry flourished. He became the ultimate supporting star, a player who could guard multiple positions, stretch the floor with three-point shooting, and most importantly, make plays that won championships. From 2000 to 2002, the Lakers won 3 consecutive NBA titles, and Horry was instrumental in all 3 runs. But it was one shot in particular that would define his Lakers career and solidify his legendary nickname forever. Game 4 of the 2002 Western Conference Finals against the Sacramento Kings. The series was tied 2-2, and the game was tied with seconds remaining. The ball found Robert Horry at the top of the key. Horry rose up and drained a three-pointer as time expired. The Staples Center erupted. His teammates mobbed him. The Lakers would go on to win that series and eventually the championship. And Robert Horry's reputation was now cemented. He wasn't just clutch, he was the definition of clutch. The clutch gene and pressure performance. What made Robert Horry so special wasn't just his ability to make shots. It was when he made them. Throughout his 16-year career, Horry won 7 NBA championships with 3 different teams: the Houston Rockets, Los Angeles Lakers, and San Antonio Spurs. His ability to deliver in critical moments set him apart from nearly every other player in NBA history. It's not just skill, it's the ability to control emotions under pressure, to maintain focus when chaos surrounds you, and to trust your preparation when everything is on the line. Robert Horry possessed all of these qualities in abundance. He didn't need to score 30 points per game in the regular season. Horry transformed into something different: a closer, an assassin, a player who seemed to grow stronger as the pressure mounted. San Antonio Spurs and final championships. In 2003, Robert Horry signed with the San Antonio Spurs, joining a team built around Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, and Manu Ginobili. Even as a veteran in the twilight of his career, Horry continued to deliver championship moments. The Spurs won titles in 2005 and 2007, giving Horry his 6th and 7th championship rings. Horry's calm demeanor and clutch performances remained his calling cards. Statistics, records, and legacy. Robert Horry's career statistics tell only part of his story. He played 1,107 regular season games and 244 playoff games over 16 NBA seasons. His career averages, 7 points, 4.8 rebounds per game, seem modest for someone with 7 championship rings. But these numbers miss the essence of what made Horry special. His legacy is defined not by averages, but by moments. Horry hit more game-winning shots in the playoffs than most players attempt. He holds the record for most three-pointers made in NBA Finals history, teammates, and respect. Throughout his career, Robert Horry earned the respect and admiration of basketball's greatest players. Kobe Bryant called him a player who showed up when it counted most. Shaquille O'Neal acknowledged the unique confidence Horry brought to championship moments. Tim Duncan praised his veteran leadership and composure. Coaches loved having Horry on their roster. Phil Jackson knew he could trust Horry with the ball in critical situations. Greg Popovich valued his basketball IQ and championship experience. These coaches understood that winning titles requires more than just stars. It requires players who can deliver when everything is on the line. Fans worldwide remember him not as the superstar, but as the man who made superstars' championship dreams. Closing reflection. Robert Horry's story reminds us that greatness in sports isn't just about points scored or individual accolades. It's about courage, timing, and the will to rise in the moments that define history. It's about understanding your role, mastering your craft, and delivering when your team needs you most. Horry proved that you don't need to be the face of the franchise to be essential to championships. You don't need to win MVP awards to be the most valuable player in crucial moments. You just need to be ready when your moment arrives. If you enjoyed this documentary, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell to catch more epic sports stories every week.